Its control already looks to be taken, but Calyx on a USP is up close and personal, and Stare, flying through the air, decapitates poor old Calyx, putting us into the 5v4. It will be Woxic towards the pit, as everyone starts to conglomerate towards the same bomb site. Woxic missing his opportunities as he gets decapitated. Beautiful site take here by Sprout, and into the 5v3 we go. A post-plant situation ensues, and there's no util on this retake.
There definitely isn't. Sprout now. 5v3. Eternal Fire, this is going to be very difficult to get into this bomb site. And Eternal Fire, even though they only have the pistols, 3 players with armor, saving these weapons, well, these pieces of armor rather, would be a good idea. Lancelot does find 1 kill. Tries to fire off some pot shots, but yeah, it's going to get tagged down to around 43 HP. And they're gonna be running off into the sunset, saving their armor. But Riles, he thinks differently of it. Exfloud does find another, but Riles, can he find a kill?
And as that util starts to rain on down, Eternal Fire, well, they've used up their utility. In fact, they've used up all of it. As Woxic, just about dodges a molly, but eventually forced out, and a flashbang comes on through. Spitty to bag the frag, and Emo, he's good for 1 with a 5-7. Can he continue to capitalize? But no, 4v2 ensues, and my goodness, a spam down there from Slacks. It's beautiful onto Xantares nonetheless, and Calyx, well, he tries to fight them.
Still yet to decide where to go. Xantares always going to get flashed in, finds 1, finds the second spray transfer onto the head. The trade frag does come out, but can it be enough for Sprout to recover this with 30 seconds left on the clock? They really have to get a move on. There is someone in the pit. Nate will go out. We'll take him down quite a little bit. But yeah, that's going to push Calyx out, but the kill actually gets found. And the kill comes out. It's a 1 versus 2, but Slacks with the frag. And now the bomb will go down. 14 seconds left on the clock. Woxic is coming all the way from middle. Slacks is going to come to short. He has a feeling that he's coming here. Woxic versus Slacks. Slacks coming in with the op, but Woxic has an op of himself as well, holding the angle down. But Slacks finds the kill, finds the clutch, and a fire off the first shot. Doesn't even connect. Goes down to 23 himself. And Stare with the kill onto Woxic gets the final piece of the puzzle there. Emor goes down as well, and Xflower just coming in like a wrecking ball with the USPS. But that's the B bomb site opened up. Speedy gonna be lurking about towards the A bomb site. Yes, coming out of middle. Will be going towards long any second now. And Xantares is right there. Speedy go all the way back. But what he doesn't realize is that by going into Arch, he's not flanking anyone. He's just
inside this B long hold. That's Emor. He's hungry for frags, and Slacks will gift him one. But Stare, a great trade. They keep top one under control. They keep him at advantage, more importantly, as Woxic again has been bullied out of contention. 2 in 5 after his 40-plus bomb on the first game of his first match in REPUBLEAGUE. Laux catches another. Man advantage retained by Sprout. And again, no entries from Eternal Fire. I don't think we've seen a single entry kill from this squad just yet, outside of the round they were able to win. And even so, Sprout, they're just looking so good, man. I don't know what else to say. It's enjoyable to watch how incredible they look. But at the flip side, it is disappointing to see Eternal Fire this lackluster again. Amazing spacing, amazing trading from Sprout, and they keep them at advantage and make this round near impossible for Calyx. But because they're only on a single round win, they need to go for this. They can just about afford a half by going into the next, but already much more time to prepare because they did lose out in the RMR stage. But they've got a pretty packed schedule too. But they're also used to not playing on LAN at this point, which is something that Eternal Fire certainly need to recover from. And it looks like they might be able to recover this round. Finally, a round that looks convincing for Eternal Fire. They land their shots, they play it well. Emor and Xflower, if they get a frag each, they could even have a team ace here. And as Stare walks his way towards the B bomb site, it is certainly a possibility. Bomb dropped in towards middle as Slacks forced away by nades and further util. And with a 9-1 lead on their T side, well, they're definitely not going to be upset if they lose just this one. But they're going to try for it regardless. They have near unlimited money with the exception of Laux, but Stare can easily drop one over with his $13,900. Big grenade onto the heads of Stare and Slacks, though. Great spray to follow through. They're boosting up above the smoke. They do catch one, but Slacks isn't good enough for the frag. 30 seconds to go. These guys, honestly, just need to make sure they go down. No point holding onto these weapons. Maybe even just chuck them out the map from this long angle. But Sprout, look at how fast they're going, and Calyx immediately removed from the scenario. Rouse, he goes hunting towards Long as well. Doesn't want to allow Woxic anything, but Woxic actually lands a double, almost a triple kill there. In fact, no, that is a triple to Woxic. He lands that final kill. Oh my goodness, how the tables have turned. And Sprout, they actually need to be careful on this post-plant situation now.
Yeah, Sprout will be singing just the two of us because it's only them alive right now. 2 versus 3. Xfloud coming in, going to be clearing pit. The clock is ticking away though. This is going to allow them to make more mistakes. Rouse finds the first 1v2. Oh my, they have to isolate him, and they will do exactly that. Woxic holding the angle here on the op is going to fire off the first shot onto Rouse. Stair throwing the smoke himself, but Emor with a trade frag, or well, the second frag rather. Excuse me. Monks will be following the chicken towards the A bomb side. There is 2 there towards A. For Sprout, this is looking like this is where they crumble, unless of course they take over this A bomb side. Calyx throwing some util. Long smoke has been thrown, and Speedy burning down to 22 HP. Not sure what went wrong there, but yeah, Sprout being picked apart limb by limb. And Slacks now 1v4 goes down, holding off Long, fires off a shot. Doesn't even need to connect because Santaris takes out Slacks. Rawls does find a headshot to trade with onto Emor, but he has to do a lot more. Talking about a lot more, Speedy on the bomb side takes out 2. Are gonna get smoked off? Library gets mollied. And this is now a 2 versus 2, Tom. Oh, Woxic. Oh no. That was too aggressive. He was not with his teammate. Woxic trying to go for the hero play. Could have just lost it all for his team.
I think that might be it. Xfloud now creeps on in. Spiddy in the mini pit, Rouse on the site. Xfloud knows that the bomb has to be a default plant, but he has no idea where Spiddy is. They swing together, they spray him down, and Spiddy to capitalize. Oh no! They are going straight round Long. They've still got one towards Haycart as well to deal with the ever-existing threat of Spiddy. Rouse spammed on down by Xantares as Galil, but he stays alive for the time being, and Xantares actually comes out worse for wear. But Calyx, he starts the mesh. Calyx and Xfloud to kill a piece, and Xantares to clean things on up. And Sprout are completely overwhelmed in their force by investment. And Stair, oh, he sees one more on an AK pushing his position. Decides it's best not to challenge that. And will one-way smoke himself towards... Oh, wow. Encroached upon. We need to see a rotation quick and fast here from Sprout, and as they try, Woxic cuts down Slacks. That's a huge scalp to find, but with that kill, they're actually rotating back over towards this A bomb site. They're out faking themselves though as they're walking onto the more stacked of the 2. Lau still sitting patiently on B, may well get cut off by Xantares. Still sitting patiently in towards CT there, but Spiddy has a lot to do from the pit angle. Finds ahead of Xfloud. Can he double up as Stair still sits patiently? He's playing the time, but Xantares decapitates Lount. Woxic finds Spiddy, Stair in a 1v2, but there's only 10 seconds left. Drops a smoke behind him, but doesn't know there's still a man on short. Woxic peeks on in, and that's a kill onto Stair. A huge round. Spiddy does cut down the entry.
Yes, exactly. Eternal Fire now entering this bomb site. 2 players still around the pit. Speedy gonna find 1. Emor with a trade, but Rouse gets yet another 3 versus 2. And Eternal Fire have to find these kills ASAP. Emor is gonna put down a bomb though, but Woxic gonna use his Glock here, nearly gets the frag, but Emor all alone in the bomb site. There are not really any smokes to help him out anymore. Actually, he does get out Stair, but Longs with the final kill. And that's gonna be... And Calyx and Xfloud. Calyx still with a flash and a nade. If he uses this at the right time, it could be perfect. He's been spotted, goes out, gets dinked down to 12 HP, but Xfloud goes down, and Calyx now in a 1 versus 3. Look at the time, but it doesn't even matter. The bomb is being defused, and that's going to be the round for Sprout.
It comes down to the wire. The time ticks very low in that scenario, and with a miss...
To go towards the bomb side, Slacks going to get flashed in, doesn't find a kill, and oh my, it's all falling apart for the Turks here. Unless, of course, Emor and Woxic find 2 kills. Slacks there with a deagle. Oh my, what has just happened? Just while I'm saying that it's all falling apart, it actually falls apart for Sprout. They do still have the M4, they do still have the AWP, but on the side of Eternal Fire, Woxic has a big green of himself as well and just takes out Stair. Longs in a 1v2 with an AWP and an Eagle. He has to save.
Yeah, Laux has not been playing well today, and there is no way in hell he'd be able to win a fight against Woxic in the form he's playing. And Woxic now 19-10 with a 2K in this round already, one with a pistol, one with the big green, as aforementioned. Yeah, Eternal Fire, there's no way they should have been winning this round. I was already predicting a Sprout 14th, and with my magical jinxing powers, well, it's all flipped on its head, and Eternal Fire, they're not done fighting just yet. Sprout, they're no stranger to close score lines, especially when trying to close maps out, especially their own ones, it seems. As they saw up against Bad News.
But now, Sprout, 4 versus 3.
I don't know why you're fighting me on this, man. I've got the travel plan booked, as Spinny's got xFlower booked in his book. Calyx, another nice entry towards the A site, and Slacks, oh, he's unable to do it with the AWP once more. The AWP's being completely outgunned on this Sprout side by Eternal Fire. They just have the better AWPer in Woxic, and he has been so prolific towards his second half. Stare does manage to bait out a shot, though. Molotov rains on down. And Woxic, well, he continues to rattle off shots, but none of them hitting thus far. Instead, it's Calyx to do the dirty work. And oh, it's a baited out shot from Rouse again. He does land the head. They can smoke up Banana. They can nade into sight. But the nades... Oh, the nade is huge. Calyx goes down, and Woxic, he's about to be cut off by a smoke grenade. He's got the worst gun for the job, should that be the case. And Spinny, he creeps his way on towards Coffins as xFlower stays hidden in dark. In fact, no, he's walking across. He's repositioning towards Pillar, goes for an info play, doesn't see anything. And Woxic, that's a huge frag to find ahead of the smoke. Now xFlower knows where two of these players are. Slacks pulls out utility. xFlower with the spray. And Rouse, he's taking the bomb with the smoke. And as they run up Banana here, they have sent a man on a mission, a solo mission towards CT. That will be Spinny, but Woxic, he's speedier than Spinny, takes down Laux towards Banana, and surely there's no hope for Sprout in this one. They've got a FAMAS and an AWP, a nade and a measly smoke. As a grenade, it's in the hand of a CT player, but Woxic, he has this round in the palm of his hands, looking for an ace in the finale, but it's... Sprout, though, they're not rotating. They're actually doubling down on Squeaky, which could be killer if xFlower and Emo swing into this. In fact, no, it's Stare to swing first, finds the first. Oh my goodness, he picks up a double. Slacks as well, keeping a two-man advantage ever present, but Xantares claws things back. 3v2 now. And with the positioning of these Ts, it is still very possible that a round win comes on in, but oh, Woxic, just somehow.
And still, Eternal Fire looking so damn strong. Neymar leading the charge onto this bomb site. Oh my, takes out Ral. Speedy with a trade, however. Speedy gonna throw a smoke out himself, but Woxic with a kill onto Slugs from down behind. 4 versus 3. Well down below, rather. Speedy in the smoke and main longs with a bit of a flank. Is gonna go down to Woxic. Speedy goes down to Xantares as well, and Stare takes out 2. They can still save this easily. And xFlower gonna go down to Stare himself. Sprout with the opening frag, gets the second as well. But Stare a bit too aggressive, can't quite get out of position. Speedy does take out Neymar as well. That's 4 versus 2 for Sprout. Surely they cannot throw this away. Eternal Fire now. Looking for some more aggression from Sprout. Good job from Sprout to fall back here, to stop pushing, because that is how you lose these rounds. We've seen these mistakes happen in the past before. It allowed Eternal Fire to win some crazy rounds on the last map.
You just don't need to give him those gunfights. You're completely right. If you have a 2-man advantage at a time like this, just play the time, wait for Eternal Fire to push into you, wait for them to make the mistakes, because they're the ones who have the challenge. They have the challenge in order to bring things back into an even advantage. And Calyx, what's this smoke for? I've not seen that one thrown before. And is that an A main smoke? Fair play to him. But A main won't be the main point of contact as these two Ts, they head towards the ramp, and Slacks, he finds the first with ease. Calyx missing a few scraps of util, missing a couple of kits as well. But Raul's missing a lot of shots here. Far unlike the previous series where he was top ranking with the team. 1 in 6 right now, and Calyx, oh, he's going to cut him down again. Early doors, Laux with a trade onto the grenade, but he's being pressured down by so many people towards ramp here. Going to need backup sooner rather than later, as Laux does keep them at bay for the time being, but quickly traded on out by Xantares. And into the 3v2 we go as Woxic finds one to Batali too.
Oh yeah, Speedy and Slacks have to recover this, but not sure if they are able to. Speedy does take out Calyx, but it's going to have to be a retake on the B bomb site. They're going to have to come here together. Speedy going down the fence. And his teammate Slacks coming from the ramp, so they can't double team this. They're both coming from opposite directions, and Woxic was so damn close to peeking Slacks there. Slacks with the op. Oh, Xantares is on fire today, and that is scary. If Xantares hits shots like that, you don't want to go peeking him, especially not if it's online Counter-Strike. Speedy gonna fall back with the AK-47, and that is gonna be 7th round of the board for Eternal Fire. AK-47 himself. And Slacks holding down outside. Speedy here on top of HUD. Eternal Fire getting ready for this execute. Molotov gonna go down to Old Venge there with the opening frag onto Xantares already. It's an 8 take, and Speedy from top of HUD is gonna do a lot. Oh my, Calyx all by his lonesome right now. Does take out Speedy. Gets another on Slacks.
Another good chance of taking a round, but will they be able to do it with Eternal Fire in this top form?
Oh yeah, Slacks gonna be peaked by Xantares. Makes it a 4 versus 2. And Eternal Fire now going towards the ramp. Calyx down to 56 HP, Xflout to 96. So thinking about flanking around. Rals does have an idea what's going on, but Xflout finds the kill. Goes down to 70 HP himself, but Calyx spots the player, needs to find his kill on Stair right here to get this round going his way. Calyx 36 HP now, took a bit of fire damage, but the bomb is being planted inside of that A bomb site. Calyx is keeping Stair at bay, and Lungs goes down to Calyx. If Stair goes down to Calyx as well, this could be an Eternal Fire round, but it's all down to Calyx. The smoke is gonna take away vision from him, and now he's gonna try to get to the bomb site, but the Molotov is gonna prevent vision. Slacks is going for the full 5-second defuse, and that's gonna be the round for Sprout.
Sprout here, Calyx, just a centimetre more around the corner, and he get a freebie onto Lamps. He does exactly that, bags an AK for his troubles, and a gorgeous flashbang to help one out, but Riles is better on the Mac-10, at least for now. Riles looking for more entries onto the bomb site, doesn't even realise he's being shot by Xcloud on the USB. Thankfully, Stair is staring at him instead. And what is a messy take onto that A bomb site is at least calmed down for a moment, as in this 3v2 it looks near impossible for Eternal Fire to retake. But as I say that, Woxic kills Spitty, and there is still hope in the 2v2.
There most definitely is, but it's going to be down to Xantares. He's going to have to come out with a lot of Xantares peaks of himself. Doesn't have the fuse kit, just has a flash. He's going to be flanking around, but Slacks is here with the Mac-10. Not seeing a lot of hope here, not having a lot of hope for Xantares here, but Slacks does jump into his loving arms, and now a 1 versus 1, but there's no...
As it's now another man advantage for Eternal Fire. Spitty waits patiently and vents for a drop, but he needs to group up with his teammates sooner rather than later, as, oh no, he sees the barrel, but Emo wins the duel. Flashbang from Xantares to put Stair and Riles at bay. This would be a nightmarishly difficult 2v4 clutch to win on out. But that looks like they still want to give it a go.
Definitely does look like that. Xantares holding down the control room. Riles gonna put down the bomb. That leaves them in a 2 versus 4 on this B bomb side. Both players are together. That is gonna help Sprout quite a bit. But they don't have the numbers right now. 2 players from Eternal Fire going into the control room. And Calyx already looking to go for some spams. I didn't even know that were possible. Xantares does take out Stair. Riles with a trade frag. 1 versus 3 with 9 HP. It's going to be awfully difficult, and Woxic even find the player of Sprout. It's going to be pushing, but Speedy. Oh no, the timing. Xflout finds the kill. The headshot comes out. 4 versus 3 for Eternal Fire. Stair towards the B bomb side. It's going into the control room, but Woxic is here holding it down. The glass hasn't been breaking though yet.
Oh,
but Woxic finds Slacks. 4 versus 2. Stair close to finding a headshot, breaks the glass. Gets the headshot onto Emor. 2 versus 3 for Sprout. This is very doable.
I love that repositioning from Stair. Breaks the glass to draw attention to himself, but readjusts before he can fire off the shots. And oh my goodness me! Significant enough to warrant further action. Xflout waits patiently on the hidden headshot angle, and that Molotov is going to do far more than he knows. Pushing Slacks back. They may even have heard the tick damage there, as Riles on a solo mission towards outside. Desperately needs to find something on this lurk. Not typically a lurk player. will do what needs to be done for the team right now. As Sprout, they force their way onto this A bomb site, but a gorgeous flash from Calix ensures that Xantares and Emo find one apiece. Brass Lurk finally activated as they flash themselves on in. Slacks on the AWP, does find one, flicks across, lands a tag. Outside positioning, but Emo, that's a freebie onto Spitty. Surely nade rattles on through, but they give him a chance to escape. Very interesting strategy there, but Emo catches the first. Stare to trade, and Laux on the... Oh, that's on an MP9. That's a tech knife for Spitty bagging the frag. 4 versus 2 now in Eternal Fire. They've been outnumbered. They've been outgunned despite the weaker weaponry on Sprout. Their economy, again, it's not the strongest. They do need to be careful here. Let's look at this from Stare. Oh, he was on the exit. He had the potential to do so much damage, but Ekfloud spots him out, gets the frag, and it will still be the save call here for Eternal Fire. But my goodness, Sprout, they bagged themselves an 11th. And clearly they do better listening to you, White, than to me.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it, and it definitely worked out for them. Because, of course, going for the eco there, or well, the save, wouldn't have helped them much. I mean, because mentally they were pretty down and about. If you're losing all those rounds in a row, pretty much giving it away.
By Xantares and Calix on the pincer maneuver, and Calix, oh, he's got this kill for free. Surely he might even double up with another man towards Secret, but no, the timing evades him. They will hear this drop down towards Secret, and they will continue towards their rear outside flank, but with only a single player, in fact 2 players, but both with pistols guarding this B bomb site. Well, Sprout, this should be a fairly convincing 13th on the board, but as I say that, Xantares, he needs to go huge here, finds the first at the bomb. Stare does not go down, but instead Xfloud with a USP will cut him through. Laux a lot to do.
From the Turkish side yesterday, I was wondering, how the hell did they lose that one? But now, of course, they're back and they're looking good as ever. Woxic with the opening frag onto Spitty. 5 versus 4 right here. Great opener to begin with. And Calix, you can see he's waiting for that smoke to fade away to perhaps go looking as well. Eternal Fire, they're looking like a different beast as to yesterday, looking a lot more confident and looking like they're playing their own game again. Woxic with the second onto Rals, gonna try to get more, but Xfloud gets the third himself. And here we have Xfloud gets the 4th even, and the 5th with the headshot.